Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a weekly vlog. Actually, this is kind of a new concept for me. I've done some vlogging here and there, but I was wondering what would it look like if I committed myself a little bit more regularly to vlogging, and so that's what you're seeing today. So this morning, today is Tuesday, the very last day of May, so it's the 31st, and a new reading month is coming up, and I thought I would kind of take you along on my journey. Now, as far as today goes, today is a little bit different. We have entered the end of the year, the end of the school year rather, not the end of the calendar year, it's May. And we've entered the end of the school year, and that means there are a ton of like celebrations and parties and little ceremonies, and I mean, it's kind of like a crazy time, but I thought that would make good vlogging, good vlogging material. So today, for example, my oldest son is going to be graduating kindergarten, and there is a end of the year celebration. So I am all dressed for that, and I got ready, which I'm sure I'll kind of roll some B-roll footage over this so you can see me getting ready. And in a few hours, I am going to be sitting and watching my son do his end of the year singing and his little celebration, and I'm just so excited and I can't wait. And I'm wearing something relatively nice in order to show my support and feel quite confident as I go to this end of the year little kitty celebration, which is going to be super fun. You know, while I'm at it, I'm actually going to show you an outfit of the day. I am going to be wearing some really pretty sandals that are easy to wear, but the dress is just all like an all-in-one piece. You know, I'm probably going to change actually after the little ceremony, but it's just an all-in-one, really easy, really comfortable piece to wear that I feel really confident in. And whenever I'm going to something social, I just want to make sure that I'm feeling my best without controlling it too much, like a relaxed best, you know? Oh, so let me update you on my reading. So a couple of days ago, yesterday rather, I started my first Gaskell read. Yay! So I am reading North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. If you don't know, Gaskell is a Victorian writer, and she's often compared to, or sort of slot in with Jane Austen, in that she writes about women's issues, women's roles in society during the Victorian era, and she has a lot of opinions and shares her narration through the perspective of ladies during that time period. And so that's what I'm getting with this novel. I mean, that's what I knew about Gaskell already, but that's what I'm also getting with this novel. I have heard so many people hail Gaskell's domestic details in her writing, and like the opening scene is women sitting around talking about fabric and a wedding, and I was like, this book is for me. Like I love that kind of thing, and so I'm just already really enjoying it. And Gaskell's characters are just stunning. She's already sort of constructing a world in which there is a lot of tension and a lot of conflict, and that's a lot of fun as well. Oh no, my little one's calling to me. I better go get to him. So I'm gonna wrap this checkup up, but I'm sure I'll check back with y'all later. Hey guys, so today is Sunday, June 5th. So it's been a couple of days since I actually checked in, and you are getting like a real live reading update, which is kind of unusual for my channel, but I'm trying to do this format a little bit more. Actually, will you let me know if you like this type of vlog video down below? That would be actually quite helpful. So actually I'll update you on my family life, and then we'll get into the books that I have been reading. So my family life, kids are out of school. Last week was a transitional week. We had a lot of half days and events and kindergarten party. I mean, there was a lot going on, and I'm really glad that that's over and that now we are just fully into summer, and so we can embrace our summer selves and our summer schedule, and I'm feeling really good about that. Yeah, as far as reading life goes, well, it's been an interesting week. I've read, but won't give a lot of details about, From Hell, gracious me, From Hell, which is written by Alan Moore and illustrated by Eddie Campbell. I read this as part of my graphic novel reading project that I did in May. There's a whole vlog about the graphic novels that I read in May, and I'm going to leave that linked down below. It's a vlog style throughout the month kind of vlog, all about graphic novels. You couldn't get that from the title. So as part of that project, I wanted to read From Hell, and I read this with a friend, Fraser Simons at the channel Springboard Thought. And we read this together, and I'm not going to say too much about my thoughts of the book, though I will show some imagery, just so that you all have a taste of what the images inside this book looks like. I think that's really helpful, especially if you are considering reading or picking up a graphic novel. The art, it plays a part of the experience, it plays into the experience of reading a graphic novel. But the reason why I'm not going to share too much is that I think we have something planned. We have something planned around this book and a conversation and all of that. But details are forthcoming, and I just wanted to let you all know that this is something that I finished this week. Also this week, I am reading North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I'm really enjoying this. I'm reading it with my friend Jack at the channel Spread Book Joy, and we are reading our pace is about 2 chapters a day, and we check in after we've read those 2 chapters, and that's been really working out. I'm gonna set this down, but still chat about it. So Jack at Spread Book Joy, I'll leave her channel link down below and everything. She's wonderful. She has read all 6 of Jane Austen's novels, and she is definitely more knowledgeable in English history and Austonian influence and things like that. And so this buddy read of Elizabeth Gaskell, who was greatly influenced by Jane Austen, and you can definitely see the influences of Pride and Prejudice in North and South are definitely present. And though I can see it, it's been really incredible doing this buddy read with Jack, because she's able to explain the differences and the nuances between Gaskell's work and Austen's work, which is absolutely fascinating. So I know that I am definitely benefiting from this buddy read, especially with Jack. But however, about Gaskell's work, I thought Gaskell was doing something really interesting, and the person that I am going to compare her to is Jane Austen. Gaskell is far more detailed and granular in her writing. She is talking about, like what a lot of people have said, domestic details, the setting, the house, tea time, little what people are wearing, and what that meaning is. And so there is all this like rich and juicy detail that I didn't recollect with Austen, and it's because Austen's writing has a very clever approach to it, and I think Austen definitely prioritizes wit and cleverness and craft in a way that Gaskell doesn't. And so Gaskell, the way she approaches things is to make everything very cozy, and I really love that. Another thing that I noticed that Gaskell does that Austen doesn't, Gaskell builds a very rich backstory for every single character. So our main between, I would say, the male love interest, Mr. Thornton, who is in the book. You meet him rather right away. There is a lot about his background and what has brought him up to the moment that we are meeting him today. And that doesn't happen so much with Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice. And so I thought it was really interesting. Not only does Gaskell build these really intricate backgrounds for her characters, but she brings that into the conversations that they end up having and the misunderstandings that they're having, and their prejudices towards one another comes out because of the way that each character has been raised and the way that they're living and the way that they feel about their lot in life. And then finally, I'm just going to touch really quickly on Margaret, our protagonist for the book. She is a very, very fascinating and really wonderful character. She is quiet and she really appreciates the small moments. She's got a real strength to her, and she's got a real composure to her as a heroine that I really, really admire. She's very deft in the situations that she handles, especially between her parents, and that is a really wonderful thing. And right now she doesn't like Mr. Thornton, and so we're getting a bit of a enemies to lovers type of situation. That's what I think will happen, and so I'm steeped in the enemy part of the book, and that's been a lot of fun watching how the two characters are taking one another and their kind of dislike for one another. I really love that. So yeah, North and South has been an absolutely fantastic read. I think it will continue to be a fantastic read. I'm loving it on many different levels, and reading it is one level, reading it with Jack is another level, and then comparing Gaskell to Austen has been just an wonderful as well. So overall, this is going quite well. The final book I'm going to talk about, and then I'll tell you about the book I'm going to start next. The book is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. Am I saying that right? Oh gosh, a couple people told me how to say it too. Anyways, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is about, if you don't know, it is a crime novel, and it's about Michael Bloomfist, who is a fallen reporter, a reporter who has been recently kind of has a reputation and is approached to take on a cold case from years and years ago, and the cold case is set on an island. And so on a mystery level, it's got that. I know that y'all mystery readers are gonna tell me out there, what is it? It's called like a locked door mystery. Somebody's in the room, right? Like the killer's in the room. It has that feel to it because the island, it's like somebody on this island did the murder, you know? And I really love that aspect of it. And then, so that's like our first storyline. The second storyline has to do with a rebellious and kind of vicious young lady named Lisbeth Salander. And she has got her own system of justice. She's got her own system of she has her own way of moving through the world. And about the first half of the book, these storylines are separate. And then as Larsson brings them together, it is wildly fascinating, y'all. I mean, just fantastic. Good reading. Like, this is good reading right here. I'm also feeling this way probably because I have been reading a lot of like what I would deem as like difficult books. And so this is like just candy. I mean, it's just fun. I don't gravitate towards books like this in regards to like quick reads, popular reads. I don't think I tend to pick up crime novels or mysteries. So as a change of pace, this is working on every level, and I'm already more than halfway through. And I think I'll probably finish this in the next day or two, and I hope it's really satisfying. So my prediction is that it will be quite satisfying. I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I am reading this with two friends, Sonja and Deb, who are here as commenters on the platform. So yeah, thanks for reading this with me, ladies. This has been a lot of fun. The final book that I am picking up is being read for and with the Up to No Good book club that I've mentioned before on my channel. I'm actually going to just link the group down below. It is a group that I read with off of BookTube, but often a lot of us have channels, so we report back on what we're reading on our channel. Anyways, but what I'm going to be reading with them, and I'm going to pick up tomorrow, I believe, if everything goes to plan, but I'm going to be starting Young Mungo by Douglas Stuart. And this is my most anticipated new release of 2022, so obviously I have high expectations. I'll try and do that thing where I reset my expectations right before I pick it up, but even though I think it will be it'll be like a good read for me, the amount that I know about this book is kind of sparse and pretty pretty hazy. So it's just more like I have the feeling that I'm going to like it, but we don't actually know until I dive in. This is what I'm going to be starting, and I can't wait. So here's what I'm going to do with the vlog. I'm actually going to end it here. I'm sure I'll just basically, as soon as I read something, I'll start a new vlog, a new reading vlog, because I'm really enjoying this, taking you through the process of my reading. And I'm trying it out and seeing how it'll go. So I'm going to end it here, but I would love to know, how do you like this type of video? How is it working for you? First of all, what did you read this week? That would be wonderful to know. And yeah, I'm excited about what's coming up and what I'm reading right now. Everything's been really satisfying, and that's it. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.